Operator, how may I direct your call?
Accounts payable.
The John Wick world, it's a hidden world.
It's fantasy, but it's also reality.
Accounts payable, how may I help you?
I'd like to open an account.
There's all these rules that the assassins have. The rules that you have to obey, the rules that you have to live by.
Name on the account?
John Wick.
No one comes back without repercussions.
The challenge came to us, how do we create a sequel that stems from the world expansion? Having this character take the journey and opening up the story.
Showing the rules and the mythology of John Wick.
Baba Yaga.
In the first film, we dealt mostly with the Continental Hotel in New York City. In this movie, we wanted to show that there's a Continental Hotel that exists in every city around the world, every major city around the world. The city that best kind of exuded the style and panache that we wanted to have in our film, especially with the suits and the look and the style, was Rome.
Rome has been around for 1,000 years. It goes really deep and really old school.
It has such an elegance and a sophistication, and for us to be able to take it internationally, Rome is the perfect place.
The big difference is the context, the situation, the places.
This is the original map of the D'Antonio estate. Here you have all the ancient ruins.
We're gonna shoot in the catacombs, and we have this beautiful scene in Terme di Caracalla, you know, this theater.
Chad was really excited about Italy and Rome being a kind of seat of historical agencies. We bring in the idea of the high table, that even beyond the layer of the continental, there's the high table.
Alla salud.
You just get different kinds of tribes. How deep does that go? You know, in that first picture, there was the gold coin, which was a kind of entryway into the world of the continental, the underworld.
Ciao, John.
What we're talking about in the story is the rules of the underworld.
I don't want to be here.
Please, don't.
You have to always honor what we call a marker, which is a debt that any high-level person in our world can trade for a service. And that's where we find John in this one.
For a man to grant a marker to another is to bind a soul to a blood oath.
John's world is a world of rules, and you can't break them. And John learns that the hard way.
I am so sorry. Your life is now forfeit.
Our world expansion isn't just for Rome. We want to expand John's home of New York.
We wanted to really build up the underground of New York. Where do our hitmen go when they have nowhere else to turn?
We're establishing an underground of killers who don't go by the rules, who don't wear suits, that live in the shadows and live among us, and we don't even realize that.
You know, they put it in everything. Hey, man, you got a quarter?
We always thought, wow, if you had to be an assassin and if you had to be an information gatherer, you're almost invisible as a homeless person.
John Wick. You're not very good at retiring.
I'm working on it.
We wanted somebody that was the head of all this information gathering within New York City.
Everything about the Bowery King is kind of cool because, you know, he's not what he appears to be at first. And his relationship to Wick is a long one. They have a history.
Oh, and remember, you owe me. You don't want me owing you.
He wanted to put into the everyday world that this underworld is living amongst you. It's almost like everybody's an assassin.
Anybody you see out there can be assassin. They're not always in shiny black suits or the things you see every day, whether it's a garbage man, a street performer, a shopkeeper, a police officer. Any of these people could be assassins.
You never know someone's history, you never know what they've been through, and you never know what they're capable of.
All around you, there is an alternative universe of assassins and killers who are part of this world. They're in the fabric of our society. We just don't know where they are.
The guy serving you coffee and giving you your bagel at the bodega might in fact be a highly trained assassin.
I mean, that's what's great about the world of John Wick, is that it is a heightened reality. They sort of take ordinary things, places, put a little magic dust on it, and suddenly it's this other world.